I've been an English teacher for a very, very long time now, and in that time, I've taught thousands and thousands and thousands of lessons. And I've noticed the same thing over and over again. Often, my students come to me and they've learnt for a few years. They may be great at completing exercises, they know quite a lot of grammar, they quite know quite a lot of vocabulary, but they can't hold a conversation. They can't use the language that they've learnt. And often when they speak, it can come out a little bit strangely. And I've been thinking about this for a very long time. And the answer is so very obvious. Languages are being taught in the wrong way. How can this be when they've been taught for so long? Because they're being taught just like another subject. And they're not just another subject. English isn't like maths or history. You can't just sit down and memorise lists. It doesn't work like that. You've got to be able to find the words when you need them. You've got to be able to use them in the right way. So why a language is different? Everybody, humans have evolved to learn languages over millennia. How did you learn your native language from your mum? Did you sit down when you were a tiny baby and she held out a textbook and said, this is a verb, this is a noun, and this is how you buy a train ticket? Of course she didn't. It doesn't work like that, does it? I bet everybody in this whole world was taught in about the same way. She will have given you a pen and said, it's a pen. At some time, when you were older, she'll have said, it's a blue pen. You'll have been sat in your chair and they'll have given you an apple. And you'll have thought, oh, this feels nice, smells nice. I'm allowed to eat it. My mum gets cross if I throw it. So all of these things are making links in your brain. Over time, this will have developed. You will have noticed that if you said, can I have an apple? You got one. You'll have noticed that if you said, thank you, everyone around you was really pleased. Yeah. All of these things are making links, and that is how our brains work. Our brains are like spiders' webs, and this is how we need to learn languages, the same way that you learn your native tongue from your family. It's called implicit learning. It's a thing, and it's about learning in a natural, organic way. So how can you use this when you're learning a new language? Well, not the way they teach it in schools. You need to go back to basics. It needs to be taught the other way round. In schools, they teach you grammar and exercises, and then you're supposed to put them together and somehow magically know how to use them properly. Not the best way. You need to do it the other way round. So have contact with native English as much as you can. Listen to the radio, listen to TV, read books. If you like dinosaurs, read about dinosaurs. Just try and have contact as much as you can, and then do it the other way round. When you notice words, you've got something to hook it onto, then look them up. Then think about them. Then try to use them in a way that relates to your life. So the more links you're making, the better. The more you'll remember them again in the future. You need to then, maybe if you're reading something, you think that's a funny way to say it. Why do they do that? And then move out. So think about if you notice a phrase, look the phrase up. Find out if it means what you think it does. Think about how you can apply that and try to use it in your everyday life. So how can you do this? Well, as I said before, you need to have contact with native English as much as you can, and then go from that to the grammar and the vocabulary. Move out from things you've noticed so that you're making these links all the time. Now, there's so many ways that you can introduce this into your life and help yourself do this. You need to be going alongside your normal lessons, but kind of building off contact that you're having with real language so that it's automatically going into your brain and not just learning exercises and then trying to use them. So I'm going to do a series of these videos so that I can maybe give you some tips of how you can incorporate this way, this superpower that humans have. All humans have it. All humans can speak. You learned languages when you were tiny. All you need to do is use the same method. It's hardwired in your brain. So I'll give a series of tips over the next few videos, and I really hope it helps you. That's all I want to do. I just want to be here to help. Okay, bye-bye.